listening to Fox because I don't trust the others. Y'all getting raw stuff now. I just don't care about filters and looking good. I don't care. Bobby Kennedy just said that the Democratic Party was always the party of peace, right? Because everyone used to call Republicans the warmongers and the war party and the people that just want war. And for decades, Democrats have called, Dick Cheney this war guy. He just wants the war. The Republicans are the one that got us in this never-ending war. And then they went after Saddam Hussein for what? Because he didn't have weapons of mass destruction. So the Democratic Party has flipped to be the party of war. And you can see that in the riots. Y'all, we got to social distance, okay? We can't be but 6 feet apart from each other, except for when you're going out there to burn cities and loot every town. It didn't make sense to me at all. And no part of me cares, because COVID didn't matter during a riot. You can't go see your grandmother in the hospital. She has to die alone in the hospital. But you can go out there with thousands of people and go protest Black Lives Matter. Which, by the way, Black Lives Matter literally said that they want a meeting with Kamala Harris and President Biden. And 3.5 years later, they still haven't had that meeting with President Biden and Kamala Harris, even though Kamala Harris and President Biden promised them the meeting. Okay? Let that sink in right there. Okay? Because I remember Black Lives Matter, someone posted that it's been 90-something days since the election and since he won, and we still haven't had our meeting. So, yeah, the jingling's gone. It was a jar of change. Anyway, but my thing about it is they have hated Dick Cheney for years and years and years and years. And they called him all these names like, oh, he's so evil. Oh, he's so evil. But now they're welcoming his support. I hate that. That's annoying. That just messes up your motor. Okay? And if you want to know about climate change, it's so hot. Oh my God. Have you ever wondered if we had more trees to blow wind, that we might not be so hot? I mean, animals, they need shade. The trees, the beautiful trees that we had, these forests that we had, were their home. And they got shade under trees. This giant oak tree would shade so many sheep. But we cut the trees down and put up these windmills, these wonderful windmills that aren't producing breezes. So yes, the country and the world is hotter because of global warming, because we've taken away the trees. And that's what makes me so mad about it is, let's cut down all the trees and we're going to put in all these windmills and these solar panels. Hey guys, let's make the entire Sahara Desert a solar panel like heaven. We're gonna put that would literally change the climate of the Sahara Desert. It's just disgusting. 30 years, Dick Cheney has been a warmonger. The Democrats hated him. But now it's, oh, Dick Cheney, and they're just suckling his pee-pee, okay? They didn't have a change of heart. Donald Trump wants peace. Kamala Harris wants war. How are you going to end the war? Like, do you care if Ukraine wins? He wants the war to end so people stop dying. That's the point. Donald Trump wants the war to end so people stop senselessly dying. That's it. That's the post. You know? Bernie Sanders, God bless him, said she is being pragmatic about everything, flip-flopping here, there, yonder, because she knows what people want, and she's going to, here's what I'll do for you guys. And the second she gets in office, she will change her mind. I looked it up. The 12th thing Joe Biden did on his first day in office was cut the pipeline. The 12th thing. You can go on the whitehouse.gov and you can see everything that he did that day. You can see everything every president did on every day in their presidency. And he signed executive order after executive order after executive order. And the 12th executive order that man did was to shut down the Keystone Pipeline. And then he let Russia open the XL. Why are y'all not mad? Joe Biden has never wondered, do I have to eat today or do I need to pay my rent? He might have done that growing up, but that wasn't Joe Biden. That was his dad. That was his mom. Joe Biden, as an adult, has never said, do I get to eat today or do I get to feed my children? They don't know the struggles, and neither has Donald Trump. I will say that now. I have only worked for the American people. No, you haven't, Kamala. You did not sit in your dorm room listening to Tupac because he hadn't even put out a song by the time you were in college. I know 100% of the fact that the reason that no audience was allowed last night is because Donald Trump is intelligent and he would have had the families of the 13 fallen in Kabul, and he would have had the families of our American citizens that were killed by illegal immigrants in the audience, because he's very intelligent, and he did that with Hillary Clinton. He had the females, the accusers of her husband, in attendance that night of the debate with her. They're manipulative. And like they aren't. Like Kamala Harris is not manipulative. I mean, she's never worked for us. Have you read marijuana? I used to, do the devil's letters in the dorm while listening to Tupac and Snoop. No, you didn't. No, you absolutely didn't. President Trump took a bullet for us. No, he didn't. It's just Grace's here. President Trump took a bullet for us. I don't care what you say. But Kamala and Biden have never. And it's disgusting. I can't. I was so just gung-ho after he was, the attempted assassination of President Trump. Now my fervor is just that much stronger. It is. If you think that Kamala stands for you, I have oceanfront property in Missouri to sell you. This day, Flight 93, the heroes aboard that plane, September 11th, that flag right there that's flying, that's America. Kamala Harris is not. She is timid. She had an earpiece last night. I don't want to live under a fourth Barack Obama term. I'm going to agree with Jesse right here, and I'll, tell you what he said. I'm going to repeat what Jesse Waters just said. I agree. She didn't have any gotcha moments. Trump did. And I hate that. I wish I could just turn that off. Whatever. But President Trump said you could close the border if you wanted to. Y'all have the power. Go wake Joe Biden up at 4 o'clock. Wake him up and have him do it. Because he has the power. She is in office right now, which is what is so damn annoying to me. She could talk Joe Biden into closing the border. I was just in Walmart and I spoke with someone, and he was a Marine, and he had an American Pride shirt, and y'all don't have that anymore. Y'all don't have the pride that you should for this country. I am proud to be an American. The thing that kills me is, let me turn clocks down. And the air up. I'm in the South, y'all. But what kills me is the song you hear before Donald Trump comes out is "I'm proud to be an American." And before Kamala comes out, what do you hear? Probably a rap song talking about killing hoes, doing drugs. But I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. It's just, right now, I feel the way I did on September 12th. I really do. I'm angry. And I'm hurt. And I love my country. I take my country serious. And I do get emotional, and I do get angry, and I do cry. You know why? This is my country. If you come in the right way, come in the right way. Why are they wanting to give so much money to illegals when our veterans are on the street? This is Suicide Awareness Month. I haven't heard anything from her. And I'm not saying Trump has said anything either. But she's the vice president. I just don't understand it. And one story I remember from hearing about 9/11, and yes, I'm very sensitive to that day. I really am. Was this guy went to the memorial, and his father was killed on 9/11, and he walked into the room where they had, like, on the speaker in that room, the names of the fallen being read. And as he walked in, he heard a familiar voice, and it was his mother, and his mother was saying his father's name. That's why I'm mad. People jumped to their death because they didn't want to burn alive. I watched the documentaries. I watched the one where they actually got the plane going into the building on the first one. And then I watched that, and I hear the slam of a body hitting concrete. And it's slam after slam after slam. That's why I'm mad. That's why it hurts every year. I watch the documentaries. I watch the movies. I want it to hurt for the rest of my life because they mattered. And Benghazi mattered. Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, Tyrone Woods, and Glenn Doherty mattered. I will never understand how people can forget so easily. The thing we swore to never do, you did. There used to be an American flag everywhere. They could not make them fast enough. And now they're throwing them on the ground and burning them. You forgot. You just forgot.